Whether you never want summer to end or you want some more fall fan, one thing is certain: the end of summer means back to school, and back to school can mean big bucks when it comes to all the associated costs. So how do you budget for what can be a very expensive time of year? Well, we're glad to have a certified financial planner, Avai Kochanoff. I got it. Crushed it. Here once again. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
You're so welcome. So welcome to be here.
All right. Obviously, Canadian families are spending more on back to school. How much more typically?
Well, you know, according to a recent Deloitte survey, they say roughly $700, but I think that is underestimated. When I talk to more of my families, they're saying that they're spending closer to $8,000 to $1,000 per child. And yeah, that's because of inflation. And people forget about the extracurricular costs as well. So when you add it all together, you're looking more to the bigger numbers. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
It
so
sure is.
How do you budget for that?
That is such a great question. One of the things that I always tell families is start with a plan at home.
Okay.
So look at what you really need versus what would be nice to have. That way you're setting your priorities, and then you go to the store with your list, right? Because when you don't do that, you're buying duplicates. A lot of times we buy, I don't know if you remember if you have kids, but with my daughter, I would have like 10 packs of loose leaf that only 2 got used. So then I'd go to the store and buy another 10 pack of loose leaf. So it's that thing about checking what you have at home first.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like when I go grocery shopping and don't do it hungry, right? And
Exactly.
look in your fridge first.
Exactly.
Other than that, do you have some saving hacks for people?
Absolutely. The start is look for those sales. I know it's a little too late now, but if you know about Costco, you get your snowsuit in June.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
A lot of those BOGOs where you can buy one pair of shoes for another pair for a loony, those kind of sales are great. So it's looking for those kind of sales. The other thing is when you're buying tech for your kids, everyone wants to sell you the extra thing, which is like those extended warranties. You don't necessarily need them. And then with the clothing, because that's one of the biggest pieces, is I always tell families, you know, what if you try buying the back to school outfit and you look at what you can recycle through what you have already. And then finally with food, no different than us having to get ready for the work week, it's the snacks.
Right.
So if you can buy in bulk and then plan out the snacks for the week, there's also cost savings there.
Absolutely. And how can parents cut costs without sacrificing the quality?
It's such a great question. I mean, one of the things that we do with the families that we talk about is that we look at swapping. So, you know, if you've got someone who's got an older child and you can share down the clothes, there's a lot of that. You know, secondhand thrifting is lots of fun. You can get some really great buys that way. So, you know, you can do that. Or you prioritize. You know, if you really want that very expensive hoodie or the special shoes, that becomes a high ticket item, and then you compromise. It's teaching kids prioritizing.
Absolutely. Everything I'm wearing is thrifted. So
I love it. I love it.
Any common pitfalls you see for parents like coming into the fall in this time of year?
I already saw it at Winners yesterday.
Oh no. Oh no.
Everything's at eye level.
Right.
Mom, can I have this? Mom, what about this? And so it's back to have the plan before you go shop, because otherwise you get into that impulse spending, and that's where you get into your trouble. And the other part that I said earlier is that extracurricular stuff. Parents forget all about adding that to the budget, and so the next thing, they use the credit card to pay for all of that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And budgeting which extracurriculars are
Yes.
priorities, right?
I would imagine that it is, yeah, for sure.
Any final words for people feeling overwhelmed or stressed going into this time of year?
You know what? It doesn't feel great to say that everyone feels this way, but when you start with that plan, you start at home, and then you work from that, you can help yourself and your kids prioritize what's important, and that's great learning for them as well. And so it's just be kind to yourself, look for the sales. There's a lot of great stuff out there, and there's also support from charities if you need it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. As always, you have such great advice, Ava. Thank
Thanks
you.
so much.